my name is Divine Adongo. I'm from Ghana and we are at the Evidence 2025. I'm going to have a reflection conversation with Siziwe. Siziwe is an EIDM EIDM leader. She has over two decades of development work experience. She's the director of the Pan-African Collective for Evidence. She's also the director and co-chair of the Africa Evidence Network. She has enormous experience, and I can go on and on and on. But let me ask her for her to do us the honor of introducing herself properly. Siziwe, please, can you tell us who you are?
Thank you so much, Divine. My name is Siziwe Ngcwabe. I am the outgoing director and co-chair of the Africa Evidence Network. So I've been with the Africa Evidence Network since 2017. So it has been an interesting journey. And then currently I'm also the director of Peoples and Operation at Pan-African Collective for Evidence.
Wow, you've heard her. Now we want you to, or perhaps since you are the outgoing chair of the Africa Evidence Network, tell us how the Africa Evidence Network has grown over the years and its valuable contribution to the evidence ecosystem now.
Wow. Journeying with the Africa Evidence Network has been an incredible journey. We are now celebrating 13 years since existence.
Wow.
The event that is happening today is our 7th evidence event. So it has been an incredible journey of us, fostering connections and collaboration among the members of the Africa Evidence Network, but particularly people from different spaces like evidence users, evidence producers, intermediaries, now young and emerging leaders. So it has been an amazing journey. And then secondly, I think the launch of the Africa Evidence Youth League in 2023 was a major breakthrough for the AEN, because for a very long time, young people always were asking, what about us? What about us? When are we going to be involved and be visible? And when that came through, I was so excited because it happened during my time within the Africa Evidence Network. And then something else that is really dear to my heart is the Africa Evidence Leadership Award, where we launched it in 2018. And tonight we are going to celebrate 8 young and 2 young leaders and the different groups as well, the users, producers and intermediaries, the winners for 2024 and 2025. And they're joining an amazing alumni of champions of EIDM in the continent. So we'll have 18 now in total, with these ones being announced tonight. And then also with my exit in the AEN, came the launch of the Council of Chairs, where now we're having 7 different regional chairs that are going to take the AEN forward, including the AEN Chair, which is Dr. Rona Mijumbi, who is staying on because both of us were co-chairs, and now at least there's going to be continuity within the AEN because she's going to stay on and take the AEN to 2027 because it's a 3-year term for all of them. So I think those are some of very key and important aspects of this work, and most importantly, the AEN members. When I started, we had 1,063 members in 2017, now to over 6,000 AEN members. How this community has grown, how when we come together, it's such a celebration and a moment of saying, how do we make a difference together? How do we change people's lives together and find those innovative ways to do that in this space that we are working in?
Wow, this is very interesting. A lot of achievement from the Africa Youth League to the chairs that you are about to outdoor, to the conferences that we are having, the Africa Evidence Week. A lot of achievement that you've spoken about. But I want to leave here remembering one groundbreaking achievement that the Africa Evidence Network has had. And if you could share, if one of those things that you've mentioned already, which of them is the breaking idea and why you think it is so? If you haven't mentioned it yet, then you please share with us.
I think that the aim for the Africa Evidence Network is to contribute to the eradication of poverty and inequality in the continent by increasing the use of evidence in decision making. If you go back 10 years, no one knew what EIDM was, but our job is to ensure that we foster connections and collaboration among these individuals that are working in silos. How do we bridge that gap? So that has been our biggest success. People that might not know each other, knew each other because of the AEN. And then capacity development, where we launched a manifesto for the AEN that says, what type of capacities do we want? How do we want to be capacitated as Africans? And something that was defined by us. So the manifesto is celebrating 5 years. You'll see there will be some sessions around the manifesto as well, how people have used it to make a difference in capacity development within the EIDM space. And I think also advocacy. We've advocated so much for EIDM to ensure that people use evidence in decision making, in program design, just to make sure that we break those silos and we use our funds sustainably to really make a greater difference, and also do work that is sustainable, not work that is quick fix, but the work that is really based on reputable evidence. So it has been our greatest success.
Wow.
That one.
Interesting. So if I want to join the AEN as an individual, how do I join? Or I want to join as an organization? Or are you even open to accepting organizations?
The AEN is an individual member network, so individuals can join for free to be part of the AEN. And the AEN it's a platform for our members to connect with one another, share their work. Because sometimes if you are doing your job, you work in a small community and no one knows about it, the AEN will amplify that for you. Because our job is to amplify the work that is going on so that people can see, oh, I'm duplicating it. There is someone that is doing the similar work. Can I connect with them? And make sure that we work together to make a difference together. Instead of us having 10 people doing the same thing, going nowhere slowly and not really making a difference. So the AEN is mostly for the members because it's member driven. Members are the ones that are supposed to say, here is my blog, please publish it. I'm looking for people in this sector. Can you check within the membership if you have those people? Connect us. Let's form a community of practice together. So that is our job, to connect people, to capacitate each other and ensure that we learn together and we get to know who's doing what, where and how that is done. Because that brings that circle very close together so that we know exactly where are people and what are they doing.
What are they doing? To share my personal story, I didn't know about EIDM. I've produced research work in school, workplaces, but I didn't know there was an entire ecosystem of EIDM till I joined PAX and I'm like, this is surprising. You have an entire ecosystem promoting evidence. Because day in, day out, we all use evidence, but we don't know the intentionality of it and how to even scale it. So I think the work that you are doing is really great. And we felt your impact in within the ecosystem. And now that you are stepping down, my last question would be, what would you be doing if you are not with leading the AEN? But before you answer that, I would want you to tell us, in 5 years from now, what are your expectations of the Africa Evidence Network? What do you want to see us achieve or the new leadership achieve?
It will be great for us to be grounded at a regional level because I felt I was too far from the members. I'm based in South Africa. I'm the director, so far away yet very near. So it will be nice now people to say, this is the West African chair. I know who to talk to when I'm in West Africa. In Southern Africa, I know who to talk to, so that they can build the ecosystem together at a regional level. Maybe have such events at a regional level. When you come together every 2 years, it's a very regional celebration where regions bring different people that might have never, come to this space. That will really be the greatest dream to make sure that, everyone gets to know, continue to evangelize about EIDM. Everybody that is in the corner, be in our corner, because this is what you need.
Interesting. A question just came to mind, and sorry if I'm dragging this conversation. When you said every 2 years, then it just dawned on me that, oh, okay, I'm going to miss this experience I'm having today next year. And I think a couple of my friends share the same interests. This program is giving us the platform, the excitement, the connection, the partnership. And some people feel that 2 years is quite a long time for us to wait and reconnect again. So perhaps you are outgoing, but I'm sure you still be giving advice to the actors or those who are at the forefront. Is there any possibility of doing it a year? So we would always look forward to meeting again every year.
This is a question for the new leadership. I'm handing it over to them. But I think in between what we've done, we do this 2 years, but next year is usually the Africa Evidence Week. That is a celebration, but online. So we celebrate together online. People will submit their content online, and we do that the entire week, showcasing incredible innovations that are happening across the continent during that week. So it's a great opportunity as well, and also a nice build-up to evidence in the following year. So it doesn't go dead quiet in the year in between. Something is still happening to make sure that we keep the momentum and we continuously connect the conversations in between these events.
Wow. All right. Thank you. We'll be looking forward to the online events and building the momentum towards the next evidence
2027.
Yes. So as a closeout, now tell us what you will be doing if you are not the co-chair of Africa Evidence Network.
I'll still be the member of the AEN and a valued friend of the AEN, but currently, as I step down, I'm going to assume a position of a Director of Peoples and Operations at Pan-African Collective for Evidence. Okay. So I'll still be here to support the AEN as they transition to greater things. So I'm excited to see what becomes of the AEN.
Great. We will be checking in here and there to solicit advice, but congratulations in advance for your new role. Yes, that has been it with Siziwe, our seasoned EIDM leader, award-winning advocate, over 2 decades of development work. I'm honored to have this conversation with you. Yeah, bye.